everybody, it's Cheryl from Muppin.com. How are you? I'm here in my studio and we're going to be doing another unboxing. It's technically not an unboxing, it would be an unbagging. It's because we have another swag bag that I got from Houston, and this one is the teacher's swag bag, so we're going to be going through that in a second. Couple things I wanted to show you guys that I got at the quilt store last week, because I went in for nothing and then came away with like a whole bunch of stuff, right? So the first thing I want to show you are these little bitty scissors. Now they're teeny tiny. Look at these. They're like super little. Look at how big they are compared to my hand, right? Teeny tiny. These are some of the best snips and they've got this little silicone like cover, so they won't like bust up your purse or anything like that. Anyway, I thought these were really neat, and they are super inexpensive. I think they were like $3. I'm not even kidding. They were like the coolest little scissors. So look for those at your local quilt store. They're really kind of neat. They come in a bunch of different colors. I think they came in pink and yellow, and I of course love the green. And then I found some fabrics that these are from Blank. That's the manufacturer of these, but they are tattoo fabrics. So we've got some there. So it says handmade, Old Faithful, that's the scissors, handwork, in stitches. Anyway, I think that these are really cool. So I liked those. I also liked these a whole lot, right? Little scissors and machines and stuff. They're so cute. These are all by the same collection. Here's a really cool one, right? Born to Sew and Crafty, and one that says Mama Tried. Which I think is great. Anyway, and then I got a whole lot of this one. Now take a look at how big this this repeat is. It's huge, huge repeat, right? But look at that spider web, right up my alley. And of course, what's in the scissors? My favorite. Little bitty skulls. A little skull right there in the scissors. Anyway, that's not why I had to buy like a ton of it. I'm actually going to be making a dress out of this fabric. So wait till you see me wearing that, right? So, and then a friend of mine, Heather Kubiak, hello Heather, and if you're out there, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up. If you are like what you see, give me some hearts. Make sure you type in and say hello so I can say hello to you back. She sent me this piece of Equino fabric, right? And it's sort of got like a linen feel, right? So it's like really nice. And she sent it to me because she said that there is a skull in it, and that of course she thought of me, and of course I'm looking for the skull right now and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. All right. Yep. There they are. There's the skulls. Anyway, love the skulls. Thank you, Heather. This was really nice of you to think of me and sending me this fabric. And it's sort of, you can see it, it's metallic on that. I think it's Equino. I think that's how you say it. E-C-H-I-N-O. So that's what we did. I did, the royal we, in at the quilt store this week. Now, the bag that we're going to go through, yes, Christina says they are beautiful fabrics. They are beautiful fabrics, and I love that tattoo sort of scully, you know, vibe that's going on, which is really neat. So I have this bag, and we can thank the fine folks at Dritz, who is also OmniGrid, and they are all connection. There we go, we're back again. Okay, so this is a bag that was provided by them They've got all sorts of cool stuff in here. Now, this was given to us as teachers. If you were a teacher at Houston, you got this bag as a thank you bag. So I'm just gonna dig in and we're gonna show you this stuff just like we did last week. So we've got some awesome Steam-A-Seam, light Steam-A-Seam 2 that, if you can see, it's pre-printed with letters on there. So you could then fuse this to your fabric, and then you could cut out the letters so that you could do all these lettered projects. And there's more on the back. So that's a neat way of like pre-doing the letters so that you don't have to like print them out from your computer and stuff. So that's kind of neat. Neat little item. And it says it comes with upper and lowercase letters. So that's the light Steam-A-Seam alphabet that's going on with that. Next, oh, this is cool. Okay, so you know all these new microwave projects that are coming out, right? So you make like microwave bowls. There's been the potato bag that's been around, that pattern for the potato bag. If you haven't looked up or don't know what I'm talking about, there's a whole line of crafts now, or quilted crafts, fabric crafts that you can put in the microwave and heat up so that you could basically, you know, you can use them in the microwave and not actually, like, you know, burn a hole through the fabric. But everything, when you do those projects, they have to be 100% cotton, and I mean 100% cotton. No polyester, and especially no polyester thread, and no polyester batting. And so these, they say, great for the microwave, and this is called Toasty Cotton Quilt Batting 100% cotton, and it does say that it is microwavable. It even has like a little microwave logo on it. So that's a sample of the microwave cotton so that you can make a microwave project out of it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is a door hanger, and it says, "Do not disturb, I'm sewing, unless you're bearing coffee, chocolate, or more fabric." And this is from sew4home.com. So this is a little door hanger. That's a nice little freebie, right? That's pretty cool. I always like to see what companies do as far as like promotional items and giveaways, because that gives me ideas for my business. All right, so there seems to be a ton of like fabric-y stuff in here, okay? Here's some Moda Grand Traverse Bay, and I have never heard of that, but it's got like a soft sort of country feel. That's pretty. Very indigo. Indigo was very hot at market this year. We also have Marcus Fabrics. This is designs by Sarah J. By Sarah Maxwell. This is called Revved Up Retro. So let's take a look at this. And we've got some retro designs. That's cool. I always like a good yellow. And, oh, I like that one. That's pretty neat. And then the different colorways. Very cool. So, Revved Up Retro, not your normal kind of color palette or colorways. So go figure with that. It's kind of neat. All right. Sort of mash that all back together. Whatever we can do, right? Okay, so we have a fat quarter here of, it says Dear Stella. Okay, so this is Dear Stella fat quarter. Isn't that pretty? That's nice for the holiday, isn't it? Some of this stuff we're going to be giving away. Oh, more Cuddle Charms from Shannon Fabrics. So these are like that minky style fabrics already pre-cut into charms. So they're really cool. Jennifer says these are cute. Aren't they cute? I think they're really neat. Okay. So Dritz, there's a ton of Dritz products in here. Dritz has given us some Tacky Fuse iron-on adhesive. So that's pretty cool. You can always use that kind of stuff. here's the thank you bag of all the gift bag contributors for this year. So we will make sure we'll leave that out so we can thank everybody at the end. Got another little piece of fabric here from Kaufman. This is called Figment by Pam Dindorf from Aardvark Quilts. So let's take a look at that piece. Ooh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like drink umbrellas. At least that's what it looks like to me. Can you tell that it's Friday and we all need a drink, right? Okay, so Dritz, this is from Dritz. Prim Consumer is Dritz, and also the Fons and Porter line. This is the thread snips. So that's pretty nice, pretty cool giveaway in there. We've also got some Dritz long arm. Now they have a whole line of long arm products. These are thread socks that are for your cones, like the cone style fabrics like that. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Corey. That's my little sister Corey who just joined us. So hello, Corey. Make sure you give me some thumbs up and some hearts for my little sister Corey, who she just had a baby. So hi, little sister Corey. Can always use these, right? How many people have like tons and tons of pins? I can't get enough of pins. I seem to lose them. I think the carpet eats them. All right, some paper piecing shapes. This is another Dritz product, and they are the diamonds. So thinking some Lone Star type quilts might be in my future with this pack. It's pretty cool. All right, we also have a couple of cards for Dritz here. Now there's a little baggie of trims, and I'm not exactly sure what those are, but we'll figure out. I'm sure there's something in here that says what that is. Oh, now this is nice. This is a Beyond the Reef pattern for a quilt. Isn't that pretty? Actually, it's probably easier to see the quilt on the back. We'll try to get that without the glare. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice pattern. So that one, we'll definitely be giving this one away. So I thought that's really nice. We've got, Swatch Buddies. Okay, so if you don't know what Swatch Buddies are, my friends from Swatch Buddies, so hello, Swatch Buddy friends. We were in a quilt guild together, the Swatch Buddy creators and I. And what you do is you take this little ring, and what you do is you put your fabrics on the cards. So if you're working on a particular project and you really want to match some fabrics together, you actually put the fabric swatches on little Swatch Buddies, and then you keep this in your purse, and then when you're at the quilt store and you're like, I'm looking for that magic fabric, but I sure wish I had a piece of it to match it, this is what you want to use your Swatch Buddies for. So we'll be putting this in the giveaway, so be sure to pay attention, and if you're not sure what that is, that's Swatch Buddies, my friends at Swatch Buddies. Okay, so, all right. So now you know that by Annie has that the sort of projects that have like that mesh fabric, and it's a way to make like bags and things like that with mesh panels instead of fabric panels. But the mesh is fabric, and now they sell it in this super handy it's like pre-done. This is 18 by 54. It's a nice big piece of that mesh panel. So that's really cool. Hello, Maddie. How are you? I see you out there. All right, we've also got, okay. So this is from Dritz. This is their Basic Notion Sew 101. Lingerie bags, Maddie says. That's what you use that for, lingerie bags. Nice thinking there, Maddie. You're always right there I'm with you 100%. So this is Dritz. Again, they have their basic notions line. This is a tape measure and a little pair of scissors. This one's gonna go in the giveaway also, so be sure to pay attention for that. Oh, this is nice. We have a sweater pin, a shawl pin. So it's gold with like a pearl, sort of like a fake pearl on it. Hard to get you to see it without a big, well, anyway, you get the idea. Do you like my tree? This little tree was the very first tree I ever bought with my own money. And it's still kicking, and the lights are still on it from like when I first bought it. And it's, yeah, I don't have any ornaments on it because it's only here temporarily. So, okay, now I see what all this was about. It looks to be a key fob hardware kit, and that's where all the little doodads came from, and it's so that you can make key fobs. So that's pretty neat. I haven't ever tried one of these kits, these key fob kits. It's pretty neat. They make really great and easy to do gifts. You actually just, you know, fold over some fabric, sew it together, and then you just take this and you really clamp it right on there, and you'll get a pretty easy to use gift. And that's Dritz. You can get this at all your big box stores. Maybe some of the local quilt stores will be carrying it too. And we're getting down to it here in the bottom. Of course, can't not have a tape measure. Maddie says she likes my tree. Give me some thumbs up if you like my tree. Oh, okay, so you know that that Dritz is known as the, they make that espadrille shoe patterns. Well, here's a little espadrille shoe keychain. Isn't that cute? Now, if you know that I was on It's So Easy doing the espadrille shoe episode, and so that's a nice little little giveaway for that. Anyway, and lastly, it looks like this is the last thing in here. Dritz has a brand new line of, I guess it would be called home hardware, and so this is a hook, but it's more like a, I don't know, like a Baroque. This one is called a Baroque wall hook in the metal nickel color. So that would be really pretty to put up in your sewing room or in your house somewhere, in your bathroom, to hang your towels on it. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. And, you know, again, you don't think that, that Dritz is in this same market, but they are. And so this is just one of them. Now, that is almost everything. There's one little tiny spool of rayon thread in paprika, the paprika color. Isn't that pretty? And so that's cool. I know, fancy. That's what everyone's saying about the this Dritz stuff. So what else we got? We got this Make It Coats. Okay. So let's see what's in here. Okay. So they've got a nice bag. I always like when they have, you know, stuff that, you know, they, you know, like branded bags and stuff. It's sort of a nice touch to keep everything together. Then I know who it came from. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is Tim Holtz. He's got the line of eclectic elements. So he's the what do you call him guy here? This guy. As a matter of fact, there's a photo of him and everything. I'm sure it's backwards, but you get the idea. So Tim is the guy that does a lot of mixed media projects, and he's actually got, it looks like, some sewing hardware in his traditional sort of like grungy, that kind of, you know, type of stuff. And we also have, he's got like thread and zippers and hardware. So anyway, this is the new Coats line of eclectic hardware thread. So that's pretty cool. Yes, spokesperson. Thank you, Maddie. And here's a couple of the swivel latches. So you can see that they're not your typical like super bright shiny stuff, you know, like the Dritz line is very like bright and shiny. This stuff is going to be like a little more grungy, a little more distressed, very mixed media, you know. So if you're looking for something that's not like, you know, neon gold or, you know, super silver, this is going to be the line for you, which I think is pretty cool. So that, those were what was in that little bag. So that's everything in here. Now I've got one more, because there was another bag sort of folded up in that bag. So let's go through that one. All right, so this seems to be all Dritz stuff. So this is Liquid Stitch. Good old Liquid Stitch, can't live without it, right? So if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a little bit like, it's fabric adhesive, so it's like fusible without it being solid. It's just liquid, and you let it dry, and you know, two pieces of fabric stuck together forever. So that's Liquid Stitch. It's great for repairs. Here is some toggles. So this is part of the new closures that they have, and I was using a lot of these in my cosplay stuff, so I'm a big fan of the closures that they put out. Here is another shawl pin. Actually, this one's very pretty. Maybe this one will go to my sister because it seems to have an Eiffel Tower on it. So you can see that. You see the little Eiffel Tower on it. Nice little sweater shawl pin type thing. So if you make a lot of shawls and you do a lot of knitting, these were, you can get these in the knitting section of your stores. Ah, here's another pair of snips. That means one of these is going to get given away because I don't need this many pairs of snips. This one is branded for OmniGrid, so yeah. And, oh, that's kind of cool. Dylon, oh, permanent fabric dye with a giant warning that says it causes serious eye irritation and skin allergic reaction. So that's fun. Anyway, the Dylon Emerald Green, I'm looking forward to using this. I wonder if you could use this with the snow dyeing, because one, it's snowing outside right this second, and you can definitely, I wonder, ooh, and it's powder. It's not liquid, so it's not like RIT dye. I'm interested to see. Now this says it dyes a ½ pound of fabric. So for those of us that don't dye fabric on a regular basis, most dyeing is done by weight and not by like, hey, here's a fat quarter, I'm gonna dye a fat quarter. So anyway, Dylon, I'm sure you can get this in wherever Dritz products are sold. Now this stuff is really cool. This is some of their new toggles and closures for purses. So if you're into making any of that So Sweetness bags by Sarah Lawson, these kinds of closures are super awesome. So this is that typical kind where you would flip it up and turn it to make sure it locks, and then you can open up the flap and make sure that your flap stays closed by putting it over the edge of this. It's super nice. You've seen these on lots of high-end bags, and so that's one of their new lines. And we're down to the last two items. Again, we've got another little espadrille shoe keychain. We're going to be giving that away. And lastly, another one of their hooks. So they're really pushing this, these hooks things. This is pretty cool. This one is called the Metal Scroll Wall Hook in nickel, right? So a little bit not as big as the other one. The other one was much bigger. You can see the difference in size. And just a little bit different. Like in my Victorian parlor, if this was just like a little more distressed, like that would be. Oh my goodness, Gwendolyn, you are so right. She says the shoe ornaments are for the tree. I love it. That's a great idea, and I'm going to totally do that right now. I'm going to put this right on the tree. There you go. Got my little espadrille shoe. Where's the other one? There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to put that right on the tree. Thank you, Gwendolyn. That's a great idea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you one of these for that suggestion. That's awesome. All right, so that was everything that was in those bags. So, whoo. You know, last weekend I told you, no, there wasn't alcohol in this. I'm totally lying. This week there's totally alcohol in that cup. It's been a rough week. And so yeah, so there's the bags. They're really nice giveaway bags too. So, you know, they're made of that sort of meshy, fabricy plastic stuff. Kind of neat. Anyway, that is the last of the giveaway bags from Houston. Tons of stuff. And what I think is cool, they give us a lot of the new products, and so that's a way for me to show it to all of you guys. You know, big thanks. So here's the list of all the people we need to thank. Gutermann Thread, Coates and Clark Thread, Fairfield Processing, that's the batting folks, Marcus Fabrics, Moda Fabrics, Prim Consumer, that's Dritz, OmniGrid, and all the rest, Robert Kaufman, Sew for Home, Shannon Fabrics did the little cuddle charms, which are super adorable. These little guys. The Warm Company, Timeless Treasures Fabrics, which is also Dear Stella. So thank you again to OmniGrid and Prim Consumer Products for all that stuff. They did supply some of the products for my set. So, you know, they gave me the thread racks and, of course, the cutting mat that I cut on here on my set when I do demos from the set, which is pretty cool. Plus, they've given me some giveaways from stuff back here. We did talk last week about the super needle from Dritz, or sorry, from Schmetz. Schmetz gave us the super needle, which is really great. And so that's going to live here permanently on the set. And actually, I'm going to be doing a whole Facebook episode about the super needle, because one of the really cool things about the super needle is that it gives you all of the components of what each part of the needle is. And I never really thought about what all the different parts of the needle are and why they're important or why they're not important. And so yeah, we're going to be talking about the needles and all of that with this as my demo unit. The super needle. This thing's like a weapon, so don't come into my house. And yeah, so we're going to be talking about that in a different episode. So yeah, Aurifil is all of the, they're the sponsor for all of the thread on set. And so yeah, and we're doing a giveaway on the blog this week. We're doing the Whirligig Designs pattern book. So if you haven't gone over to my blog, you can go over to www.muppin.com and I want you to go over there and enter to win the Whirligigs book, because we're doing that giveaway. It ends tonight, and then we're halfway through the 31 days of blogging. And if you haven't checked out all the really cool bloggers in the group, we're having a blast. And you know, somebody was telling me that she's got like 700% engagement with her blog since she started the 31 days of blogging. So if you haven't checked it out, we're all having a really good time. I'm having a good time with the blog. I'm actually doing a reconstruction project on my blog right now. A friend of mine had a quilt that her mother made, and her mother has since passed away. And one of her dogs grabbed the very like edge of it when, you know, like just the edge of it, ripped it down from the wall, tore part of the quilt, and she sent it to me and asked me, you know, is there anything that I could do to repair it? And, you know, initially in seeing it on a picture, you're just like, yee, I don't know, sure. And she had asked me, you know, even if you could just stabilize it, that would be great. I got it. I'm in the middle of reconstructing it now. I'm only doing a reconstruction on the one side that's torn, and I will show you that quilt next week. We may not do the video next week on Friday. We may do it on Thursday because on Friday I'm having my whole family over for the holiday. Hello, Sue. It's awesome to see you again as well. And so, yeah, we're doing, we may be doing it on Thursday. I'm trying to get a special guest here on Wednesday, and I'll just let you figure out, sort of think about who that might be. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, now's the time to type them in. Give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me a like. Go over to my YouTube channel as well. It needs some love, and we've got a bunch of videos up there. These Facebook Lives are then being rebroadcast on YouTube, so I'm taking them and posting them on YouTube afterwards, so that's awesome. And so yeah, and we're getting down to the holidays and the end of the year, and it's time to wrap up the business. Business finances, so trying to get all that done. If you could see my my dining room table right now, it is nothing but a sea of paper as I take one of my boxes of paperwork and try to separate everything out, which has been sort of a pain in the butt. But you have to do it, and that's fine. And I'm trying to get my numbers together so that I can do some year-end wrap-up. So any of you that are following me because you love like sort of the how-to and the business end, I'm going to be having some blog posts about what my numbers looked like for 15 versus 2016. And I'm surprised by some of the numbers so far. So, you know, it's been an interesting year. So any questions you guys got for me, now's the time, because we're getting sort of wrapped up here. I got some new sweaters on a Black Friday sale. And as you know, I love a good 3/4 length sweater. And my favorite place to get all my sweaters is ModCloth. And they had a 40% off Black Friday sale. And so I just went through and ordered all the colors I didn't have. So you'll be seeing some of these, my lovely 3/4 length sleeve sweaters, appear on the show, because that's what I do. They become a business expense when you buy them so that you can wear them on the show. Right. So it doesn't look like we have any questions. I will say that I have not seen Star Wars Rogue One yet. I have tickets to go see it on Sunday, so don't spoil it for me until then. And next week, be sure to look for any of these items that we just went through as giveaways. I'm going to be going real crazy next week and start making little bundles and start giving those away. So, thank you all. It was great to see you. I hope to see you before Christmas. If not, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you all. Oh, there's my cat. She's crying from downstairs. That means it's time to go, time to feed him. So, yeah, Sue, I heard it was good. I'm hearing nothing but good things about Star Wars. As you know, big geek, and I work in the comic book industry. Yep. What are you doing? Did you bring it to me? You sure did. Good job. So this is Vermi. Hi. Where are you? Come here. No, you don't want to. Okay. So anyway, like I said, hey, it's live video. You get what you get. And that cat is Vermithrax's Destroyer of Worlds. And she drags a toy from room to room, and she makes that little cry when she's bringing it. So that's how I know she's bringing me a toy. Anyway, I will let you go. I will enjoy your Friday night. I will see you all next week, and Be sure to look at my blog, www.moppin.com. Until then, and I will see you all next week. So bye!